Okay, it's recording. All right, so I apologize for the lighting. It's probably better than whenever it's in my office. The audio quality is probably definitely worse. Just wanted to record a quick informatics video since I just finished at the gym, just an hour and a half of cardio. And I apologize. I'm gonna try to look over here at the camera. I'm recording on my phone. I'm used to looking up here and like more in this direction because I'm used to looking at the camera setup I have at the house. Sorry, has some acid reflux from the running. But I wanted to talk about us going to the gym because it seems like a lot of people are not understanding why I'm saying that you should go to the gym. Like, we should all go to the gym. I still need to get into better shape. I've already lost 35 pounds before I started recording that first video whenever I came back from that long break I had since my original video about Redeemed Zoomer and us coming away from him and doing our own thing. But it doesn't seem like anyone's understanding why I'm saying we should go to the gym and start looking better. People don't listen to people who are unattractive. It's just a simple truth. You watch people like Clavicular who are just embodiments of pride and vanity, and you wonder why? Because he's looks maxing. Like, yeah, he does a lot of degenerate stuff. He leads people. I think he's an atheist. He's at least secular in everything he does. People watch him. They say, "Wow, he knows what he's doing. Look at him. He's obviously fit and financially successful." So they follow him and they go to all this vanity and prideful works. And then you look at people like Andrew Tate, who's a Muslim. I'm 99% sure he's a Muslim. He seems to be generally okay with Christians, but you know, he's not one. So people look at him, they see that he exercises, they see that he's extremely financially successful. There was that whole Bugatti BS back, what was that, 2023, 2022, where kids were even asking their teachers, what color is your Bugatti? And they follow him to Islam because that's what he promotes. We need to be the attractive, successful ones that lead people to Christ. What are we doing if we're not leading people to Christ? Because no one's following. What's a big guy that's a popular streamer? No one's following. I can't remember his name. I'll just say Lizzo. There's that one popular larger male streamer that everyone jokes about with crushing the world, eating all this food. I can't remember his name right now though. But no one follows those people to what they believe. They just watch them for the hilariousness. We don't want to be just jokes or people making jokes. Like, we're trying to make more people come to Christ through his church, right? So we need to become fit. We need to become successful. We need to be the ones that are financially, mentally, spiritually, physically, every sort of way, the best way that we can be. Because Christ is the hill and we are the city. And yes, the city on the hill is the one that succeeds, but you can't build a trashy city on a hill and expect people to want to go there. They're still going to go to the nice city on the bottom of the hill because people like nice things. And yes, it will get flooded in the end once the rain comes, but we don't want them to go there. We want them to come to the city on a hill, and that means we have to make it nice. We have to look nice. We need to get in shape. We need to get financially successful. I'm repeating this, but do you want people following Clav? Do you want people following Andrew Tate? We want people following us to Christ. That's the whole point of Custodes Fidei. It's not about me. It's not about Princip. It's not about any of the other admin or staff or anyone like that. But we need to go and... Sorry, people are this is why I don't like recording things on the phone. I'm trying to read what they're saying because it's distracting. But sorry, my personal trainer just texted me. Overall, we need to be the ones in better shape. Because just imagine if you were able to go to heaven, because people worse on all things than all of that have gone to heaven. But imagine you were to go to heaven and Christ looked at you and said, why didn't you bring more people to the faith? Why didn't you bring more people to him? That would be heartbreaking. I mean, you're still in heaven, you're still with him, but he wants us to bring people to him, and we need to do everything that we can to be convincing. And yes, there are atheists that are always like, this argument, that argument. Yeah, that's whenever we do the debates and stuff and we try to convince people in that way. But most people aren't going through all of that because they don't believe the whole dogmas and the religious aspects. They don't do it because of the aesthetics and how shallow that might be to bring back a traditional form of Catholicism to the mainstream. We need to all be aesthetically the best that we can be so that we can convince people. We don't convince people with strip mall churches. We convince them with grand cathedrals. People go to the Vatican City and look at St. Peter's Basilica and they see that and they're like, wow, this is beautiful. And they might not even be Catholic, but they still go because of the beauty. If we were to make our society, make our groups, Catholic churches, all of us Catholic individuals, the best and most aesthetic and successful that we could be, people will come to us instead of going to Clav or Andrew Tate, and we would be the ones that are following what we say that we're doing. Because we can LARP all we want about saying, yeah, I go to the TLM, yeah, I do this, I do that. But what are you doing to bring people to the TLM? What are you doing to bring people to a Reverent Novus Ordo? That's what we need to be thinking about. We need to bring every aspect of our life, body, mind, heart, and soul, to the table whenever we're trying to bring people to Christ. But yeah, sorry about this impromptu video. I wanted to do a video on the SSPX and the appeal that they're doing for the excommunication, my thoughts on that, and what Custodes is going to do. But I'll probably wait closer to the review of the appeal from the Vatican, and I'll probably do like my first 30-hour long video on that, just because I personally am sympathetic to the SSPX and all of everything that's going on. And I apologize for the last month of not getting videos out weekly like I was trying to. I had a lot of things going on in my life. My brother got married. I had to do a whole bunch of stuff to help prep for that. I started my new job at a Baptist hospital. I did a whole bunch of stuff, but trying to get everything moved through, and I'll try to get at least a video a week again. Next week I have a different video on a topic that I've been researching alongside of the SSPX stuff that I want to go through, and probably I wanted to ask some opinions at the end of it to you guys to see what y'all thought. But thank you for listening to this short video. Y'all have a blessed day, and peace be with you.